Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at just how good the AGL Vegeta does in the Cell Max event. Now AGL Vegeta is a very interesting, very solid unit. Firstly, leader skill wise, I think very decent. Dynamic Saga, Gifted Warriors, Inhuman Deeds. Inhuman Deeds needed a lead. Gifted Warriors is a strong category that features a lot of Vegetas, and then Planet Namek Saga is a weaker category, but it should be getting buffs. Vegeta raises his defense permanently, greatly raises his attack permanently, and just in general is a very good stacker. But the big thing with Vegeta is he is a orb dependent unit. So he can raise his attack and defense per key sphere obtained all the way up to 500%, so 10 orbs. But also on top of that, if he gets an AGL key sphere or 5 orbs or more, he gets 30% damage reduction and 18% evasion. Then, if HP is 50%, then he also gets 30% evasion and 18% damage reduction when attacking. So the big thing with him, if you get all the conditions right, he can actually be very strong defensively. And what's really good is that he also has scalable defense. So if you're below 50% health, he can also boost his defense even more. And then once you do 5 or more super attacks, he double changes orbs, which is huge for him. So that double orb changing is massive because of 2 reasons. Obviously, the fact that it enables him to basically fully get his passive every single time. It also enables you to heal a lot, which is very important. But yeah, in general, very good unit. One thing I will say, like in general for hard content, your dupes will depend on how quickly he gets up to speed. He does need he does need those orbs, and he does need to obviously meet those requirements, otherwise he can be caught out. But generally speaking, what I find is really good with him is that orb changing is so reliable. The only thing I will say, at least based on what I feel with Vegeta and based on what I'm seeing with Vegeta, in terms of build, you do have to consider that his passive functionally has no crit until you fall below that 50% health mark. So you do have to play around a bit with the health percentages to really get his full ability, his full passive and all that. Once you do get that, then he looks really insane. What I will say, his active skill you also pretty much want to use as it becomes immediately available, because using his active skill, the reason you want to use it straight away is that 50% attack boost for the rest of the battle. So although obviously the active skill does help and can cause damage, and usually you may want to save it for turns where you need peak damage. For Vegeta, because it procs at 50% attack boost that he can use for the remainder of battle, you may want to consider using it immediately, because the thing is it outweighs the potential benefit of saving it. Because if you use it immediately, then what happens is you get that big boost to attack, and he can start to hit really nicely. So beyond that, yeah, I'd probably say that's really about it. Realistically speaking, there's just not that much to really focus on outside of that. Vegeta's really solid. He's a really good, reliable unit, and yeah, I just don't really see any major issues with him. I think he functions nicely. I think he does what he needs to do. His team, Gifted Warriors, is pretty solid. Yeah, especially if you've got the Tech Vegeta. I think the 2 of them, although they don't link, I think the 2 of them enable the team to be in a good position. Vegeta defensively is very good. So yeah, I'd say all things considered, I think Vegeta is very solid. But yeah, that's it from me. Let me know what you guys think. I think Vegeta's good in any hard event, really. AoE events could give him some issues early on, but yeah,